Alright, so let's go ahead and activate the camera. I'm just going to tap and hold the camera release button to activate the camera. Now I can take a photo just by pressing halfway to focus, pressing all the way to snap the photo. It's very nice to have this button on the side. Alright, so of course you can also use the on-screen keys to take a photograph. You can also record video, which is really nicely stabilized here. Sony has excellent software stabilization here. Even if it doesn't have optical image stabilization, you can pause it. You can also take a photo while recording video as well. Now we also have our mode selector in the lower right corner. Basically, they call these camera apps, but there are modes that you select, including 4K right there. But you have things like time shift video for slow motion. You have time shift burst for time-lapse video. You also have manual mode for manually adjusting all the values on the camera. You have sound in photo for adding a soundtrack to your photo. Face in for including the rear-facing camera in your main-facing camera video as well. So we have this little thumbnail here. We can move around. This is very similar to Samsung's dual shot view. We also have background defocus to create a depth of field effect, and we have other things in here, and you can download additional apps from the store as well. Now the camera app I want to take a look at is 4K video. Now with 4K video, you do have digital stabilization here, so you just go to settings and you can turn it on. Now when you turn stabilization on, it's off by default. You can see it actually crops the image quite a bit. That's pretty standard stuff for electronic stabilization. Now, if you're in Superior Auto, this takes 8 megapixel images, not 20.7 megapixel images. So if you want to manually select the resolution, you'll have to select manual mode, and then you'll have resolution options here. So you can see 20.7 megapixels. So as you can see here, of course, 20.7 megapixels is 4:3, but if you want 16:9, you'll have to drop it down to 15.5 megapixels. Now, because Superior Auto only takes 8 megapixel images, when you pinch in and out to zoom, you're actually cropping the sensor, not cropping the image. So you retain the quality of the image, which is quite nice. So the combination of great optics, great software, and a great sensor makes this one of the best smartphone cameras I've used to date. Definitely one of the best in the Android universe. So I'm definitely impressed overall with this camera, just like I was with the Z2, and this remains one of my favorite cameras to use. So you have great stabilizations thanks to Steady Shot. Even though it doesn't use optical image stabilization, it's really impressive stabilization. Definitely one of the best digital systems out there. It will be nice once they finally get optical image stabilization in this camera. Images are also sharp and clear with great color accuracy and just the right amount of exposure for low lights and highlights. So definitely one of the most foolproof cameras you can use, especially in Superior Auto. 4K video is also excellent, although I didn't have stabilization turned on when I was using the 4K for video recording, but it's still a fantastic camera for both audio and video recording. I'm definitely impressed overall. Now, focus can be hit or miss with this camera, and it's definitely not the fastest AF system out there, but it does a pretty good job.